Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SUNY Potsdam women's soccer broadcast. Tonight, the Bears host SUNY Canton in the annual Boyd Jones Cup. And we are just underway here. Potsdam coming off an 11-1 victory at SUNY Poly on Saturday afternoon. Mackenzie Bowie had 9 points in that game with 4 goals, which is a program record, and an assist. Canton comes in at 0-2. And again, these teams have met every year since 2010 in the Boyd Jones Cup. The last Boyd Jones Cup was 2 years ago, obviously before the pandemic, and McKenna Crossan scored a goal with 1 second left in regulation to give the Bears the victory. Potsdam 9-0-1 in Boyd Jones Cup matches. And again, Boyd Jones was the sports information director at SUNY Potsdam from 2000-2009 when he passed away unexpectedly. Prior to his time at Potsdam, Boyd worked at SUNY Canton from 1986 to 2000 in various positions, including sports information director. Beginning in 2010, the women's soccer teams from both schools chose to honor Boyd's service by naming their annual regular season meeting the Boyd Jones Cup. The series has seen many competitive contests over the years, including 3 double overtime games. So we are underway. Bears move the ball down the field. And it looks like we're going to have a foul there against Potsdam. So Potsdam's going to set up a kick just outside the box, and it may be Mackenzie Bowie to take it. Can't quite see the number on her teammate next to her. It'll be one of the two, Bowie, and Bowie's going to take it herself. Nope, she's going to leave it. And Sanchez is going to take a shot. That's Christina Sanchez. And a save made there by, I believe that was Skylar Williams. Nope, excuse me, that is Samantha Hayes making the save. So here come the Roos back in the other direction. So a little back and forth at midfield. Roos will move it across. So a cross into the box, but kicked right out of there by the Bears. Long pass ahead, chasing it down for Potsdam is Layla McKeever, and that'll be kicked out of play by the Roos, and we'll have a throw-in for Potsdam. So McKeever will take a long shot that goes well wide of the net, and tracking it down again is Samantha Hayes. McKeever will play it back to Shayna Lenny off of a couple Roos to the far side. Sanchez will move it upfield. Cross to the middle of the field. McKeever is there, can't control it, and be kicked out of play by Canton. that's played to the sideline through everybody and out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Lenny and Potsdam. Sent in for Emma Robbins. Robbins towards the middle of the field for Lenny. Back to Robbins. Actually, vice versa there. So it'll be up the field. McKeever trying to knock the ball free, but nice footwork there by Caitlin Douglas, and she'll bring it back in the other direction. Headed down by Robbins. So here's Robbins again for Potsdam, playing it forward for Bowie. Bowie trying to get around two roos there. She's got McKeever to her left. Good footwork there. And she takes a shot, and that goes wide. So a good effort there by Mackenzie Bowie. Again, Bowie with 4 goals and an assist just this past Saturday. She's got 10 points on the season. She had an assist against St. Lawrence last Wednesday. That week, that 10 points moved her from 20th place to 12th. She's got 39 career goals, 12th on the all-time scoring list for Potsdam. 17 goals and 5 assists in her career. And that'll go out of play. A throw-in coming up for Canton. 37:48 to go here, first half, still scoreless. Again, the last Boyd Jones Cup between these two teams in 2019 was decided on a literal last-second goal. There was 1 second on the clock when McKenna Crossan knocked it home for Potsdam to give the Bears a 1-0 victory. And that's played ahead now, taken away by Canton. Knocked towards midfield. Just kind of back and forth. On the far side, I believe that's Sarah Rydell. I'll have a throw-in for Canton. So here is Karabak, Leah Karabak, the freshman, moves the ball upfield. Foot race for the ball now, but winning that race will be Samantha Hayes. And slow to get up on the far side. Is one of the Bears. Can't quite see her number yet. So move back towards midfield. That is over a Kangaroo, and now picked up by Karabak. Sent to the far side. There's Maeve Morrissey. The All-Suniac defender for Potsdam is back for her senior season. Kinley Burns on the far side. Moves the ball up. Here's Morrissey again. Morrissey's got height. Strong defender, but she does get her points as well. Now taken away. Here come the Kangaroos. Played forward. That is Rydell. Sent to the far side. Burns in front of her for Potsdam. Back to Rydell. Passed ahead. Now kicked out of there by Sammy Dentel. Up the sideline. And here come the Bears. Here's Mackenzie Bowie in front. Moves around one defender. And finally broken up there at the top of the box. Here come the Kangaroos back in the other direction. 34:58 to go in the first half. Still scoreless. That's Leah Karabak battling for Potsdam along with Morgan Nealon for Canton. She gets control, sends it to the far side. I think that was Paige Gott. She sends it up into the corner. Morrissey forces the pass, and Burns will kick it out of play. So we'll have a throw-in for Canton. That's kicked out of play. Another throw-in for Canton. 34:07 to go, first half. And Karabak knocks that forward, and who they're gonna call? It's just out of play. A throw-in for Canton. Sent to the far side for Rydell. Trying to work her way around the Potsdam defense. I think Gabby Flynn with it now. Played ahead. Back to Robbins. Loose there. So it might be Madison Henning, but here come the Bears. Here's Bowie. Long pass. Here's McKeever on left side. McKeever with a lot of room. Has to track it down, though. Gets control. Back to Sanchez. She fires a shot, and a save made there by Samantha Hayes. Nice series for the Bears. Nice passing. Set up a strong opportunity, but Hayes had it all the way. Sent back Lenny up for Sanchez. And her pass taken away there by Morgan Nealon. Over to the far side. Paige Gotch can't get there for Canton. It'll be a throw-in for Potsdam. And that's headed forward by Morgan Nealon. Back towards midfield. Bears kick it back in the other direction. And another throw-in for Canton. 32:26 to go here, first half. And knocked down by the Bears. Not controlled, though, and that was Hanlon Crane moving it forward. Potsdam's Burns gets it back up for Morrissey. Morrissey with a little room to move. There's a pass forward along the sideline. And to Karabak. To the near side for Lenny. Steps around one Canton player. Over for Karabak. Here's Morrissey with a chance. She takes a shot, and a save made there by Hayes. Not sure if it was actually on goal, but it was close. And we will have a corner kick for the Bears. I believe that's Christina Sanchez heading over to the far side to put it in play. And we'll see if they're actually going to kick it deep into the box, or it's going to be one of those short passes like we saw on an earlier direct kick. So Sanchez and Bowie in the corner discussing what they're going to do.
15 for 12, you said? Yep, 15 for 12.
Getting ready to sub in for Canton is Isabella Almodovar. Not sure what the holdup is here. 31:34 is where the clock is stopped. And now now it's moved in by Sanchez to Bowie, back to Sanchez. She'll take it to the corner. She puts it into play, and that'll be deflected out by another. Actually, who's it going off of here? Off of a Canton roof, so another corner kick coming up. And we'll probably see the same thing. Sanchez with a short pass into Bowie, and then they will put it in position where they want. 31:11 to go. Clock running again. Here's Bowie. Along the end line, center and cross is deflected, top of the box, and there's a shot off the crossbar by Christina Sanchez. So 30:45 to go, and we'll have a goal kick here. Looks like it is Autumn Coons taking the kick for Canton, moves it up. Played forward. McKeever gets it back for Potsdam. Now kick back towards midfield. Rydell chasing it for the Bears, but getting there first is, Rydell for Canton, and the Bears get there first. Madison Henning, and now it's kicked forward by Coons. Waiting for it near midfield is Hannah Reed, sent to the far side. And it'll be throw in for Potsdam. 30:05 to go in the first half, still scoreless. Another throw in for Potsdam. Looks like Morrissey's going to get it in quickly. Here's Lenny for the Bears. Moves it back towards midfield. Now it's kicked away from her. Kangaroos, Gabby Flynn with it. She'll play it back to Sarah Rydell. Actually, that was Almodovar, and that'll go out of play. So the Roos will send a long pass ahead, cross, and be picked up by the Bears. Back in the other direction. Here's Lenny, and that'll go off of Henning and out of play. Sent in quickly for Sammy Dentel. Back to the other side, Kinley Burns to Morrissey. And that's kicked away. Here's Hannah Reed. Reed with it again in the corner. Looking for a chance to pass it. Caitlin Douglas there now for Canton. And now stolen away by the Potsdam. Karaback plays it ahead for Bowie. Long pass ahead. Here's McKeever. Good speed on the left side. She's got some room. He takes a shot and she scores. Layla McKeever with the first goal of the contest. So Mackenzie Bowie with the assist on that one. So McKeever, number 19 from Bowie, 25, and the Bears lead it 1-0.
Good to go. 19 scored. Goal scored by number 19, Layla McKeever.
So that is the second career goal for McKeever. She had a goal and assist against SUNY Poly on Saturday. And that'll be played back to Savannah Bowie. And that's kicked in after a turnover. A big turnover there, misplayed by Potsdam. And it's kicked in by Canton. And I think that was Desiree Ford, number 6. Let's check on that. So we'll confirm that goal in a second. So we will have Sarah Rydell gets credit for the goal after the turnover with the assist from number 6, Desiree Ford. So a rough turnover there, played back into freshman goalkeeper Samantha Bowie's feet. She tried to move around one of the defenders, and they took it away from her. There's a shot across to the far side. McKeever again, and she can't get a piece of it. So a goal kick coming up for Canton. $27-20 to go here in the first half. We are tied at 1. And that's kicked towards midfield. Sanchez waiting for it. So 2 goals real close together here. Sent to the far side. Played ahead all the way back deep into the Bears defense. Sammy Dentel waiting for it. Sends it back to the sideline. I think that's Karabak. No, Karabak's with it now. And now taken away by Canton. Played ahead for Ford. And a long boot there by Coons. Sent over into the far corner. Hannah Reed will not get there, but it'll be a Canton throw-in. I think that's Rydell on the far side. Dentel plays it forward. Into the corner, and that'll be kicked out of play by the Bears. Again, we are tied 1-1. Goals coming seconds apart. McKeever with her second career goal, and Rydell with a burying the turnover in front of the net. 25-42 to go first half. So back and forth along the sideline, and it'll be a Canton throw-in. And that's sent into the box. Bowie coming out to play it. Doesn't get it cleanly. It is loose. And I think they're going to call a foul on the play there somewhere. So a handball there was called. Bears will move it back in the other direction. 24-36 to go. Canton breaking it up midfield. Karabak sends it down along the sidelines. And that'll go out of play. Canton throw in. And now they're blowing the whistle. Not sure. I guess we got a substitution for Canton coming in. I believe it is number 13, Alexis Sullivan. Actually, Sullivan, I believe, is already in, so that should be McKenna Bourgeois coming into the game. Potsdam, here's Karabak to Sanchez. Ford will outrace her, though. Send it back. Lenny picks it up. Here's McKeever. And that'll be kicked out of play. Potsdam throw in. 23-47 to go. Lenny, McKeever off of Ford, and now it's knocked to the middle of the field. Canton looks to clear, gets it towards midfield. It gets by a Bear. Here come the Roos. It's knocked away. It'll be Karabak getting there. McKeever ahead for Bowie. Back to Ford for Canton. They'll switch the field. Here's Rydell, the goal scorer for Canton. Sanchez now for Potsdam in control. Trying to spring McKeever again. Good speed. Here comes McKeever. Has the Potsdam goal. Centering cross there, and that'll be kicked over the end line by Coons, and Potsdam will have another corner kick. 22:40 to go in the first half. Tied at 1.
You said
Again, we'll have Bowie and Sanchez, probably the short kick. Yep, here's Sanchez. She'll move it in closer and try to set something up. Into the box there, kicked right back out by the Kangaroos, though, and that'll be another corner. Looks like Sarah Emmy getting ready for the Bears to come in, as well as Margaret Crossan. Emily Metz and McKenna Crossan all coming into the game. So it's loose ball there, top of the box. Ford will get it out, send it to the far side. Chasing it down is Sullivan. She'll cut back towards the middle of the field now. Chipped ahead. Who's going to get there? Canton will keep possession. Long pass ahead. It'll go all the way back to Savannah Bowie, and she'll pick it up, roll it long to Haley Von On. And she'll use her speed to get around one defender, but Coons gets control, kicks it the other way. Lenny knocks it down for Potsdam. And a long pass there, hustling after is Von On, but she won't get there in time to go over to the end line, and we'll have a goal kick for Canton. So 4 Bears coming into the contest right now. Emmy, both of the Crossans, and Emily Metz. Again, 2 years ago, McKenna Crossan was the hero for Potsdam in the Boyd Jones Cup, scoring with 1 second on the clock. So Canton will send it long towards midfield. Knocked down by Sanchez. It is played there by Rydell and booted forward by Henning. To the far side, will go out of play into the Bears bench. Potsdam will throw it in. 20:20 to go here in the first half. And loose ball there, but Potsdam recovers. I believe it's Dentel playing it forward for Sanchez. Played ahead, hustling after it is McKenna Crossan, and she won't get there in time. It'll be a goal kick for Canton. Looks like we're going to have a substitution for Canton. Try to get the number for that. And it appears that it's number 21, Taryn Morrissey. So the Roos will kick it back towards midfield, deflected by Sanchez, and ping-pongs off a couple people and out of play. Shayna Lenny will throw it in. And that's kicked out of play. It'll be a Canton throw-in. And Sanchez drives that long, but was out of play when she connected with it, so should be a throw-in. It will be for Canton along the sidelines. Madison Henning will throw it in for the Roos. 18:45 to go, first half. Sent ahead for Morrissey, can't control it. Karabak moves it, so Crossan can't control. Here's Morrissey on the far side, a chance to set something up, and the pass cut off there by Samantha Hayes. So back come the Roos at 18:06 to go, trying to get their first lead of the contest. Played forward. Ahead for Morrissey, Tara Morrissey. Here comes Canton. They take the shot, and it hits the side of the net. Not sure if it went off of Bowie. Looks like it didn't, so it's just going to be a goal kick for the Bears. So here's McKenna Crossan for Potsdam, ahead for Sarah Emmy, sent to the far side in a foot race there. The Roos will get there first. So here's Alexis Sullivan. Now that's taken away by the Bears. Sent to the far side. Here's Sanchez, chipped ahead. And now it's kicked back in the other direction. Headed down by by Metz. Ahead for Sanchez after a collision there. Kent gets the ball back, sent to the far side by Henning. Played forward to the near side. And Lenny will keep it in play. Nope, it'll go out of place. It'll be a throw-in for Canton. And it's going to be McKenna Bourgeois. Looks like we'll have another substitution for the Kangaroos. I think that's number 12, Hanlon Crane, back into the game. Maybe. Or maybe it is number 10, Rachel Merica. So that's thrown in by Canton. And that's a long shot there by number 18, Henning, and the save made there by Bowie. Savannah Bowie, the freshman goalkeeper, is the sister of Mackenzie Bowie, Potsdam's leading scorer. That's played back over to the near side. Lenny with it for the Bears. And that is broken up by Caitlin Douglas for Canton to the far side. Henning and Karabak fight for it. It's played ahead. Sent forward by number 16, Sarah Rydell. And that'll go over the end line. So we will have a goal kick there for SUNY Potsdam. Savannah Bowie will retrieve the ball. So Bowie will set it up. Here's a chance for Potsdam far side. And a long shot there, and she scores. And I believe that was number 20, Sarah Emmy. So, that goal is scored by Sarah Emmy, and we are checking on the assist. And that is Emmy's first career goal. A long shot off the crossbar and down. So kick back in the other direction. So Metz will play to the near side for Lenny. Here's McKenna Crossan. Across the field, Maeve Morrissey will pick it up. And her cross is blocked. The ball is loose in front. Bears looking for a foul, not going to get one. Sent back towards midfield. Here's Kinley Burns, back to Morrissey. And so the official is Maeve Morrissey with the assist. And that's played towards the net. So it was 20 from 5 in last goal. Sarah Emmy with the assist from Maeve Morrissey. So McKenna Crossan plays it ahead. Here's Emmy, the goal scorer. That's kicked out of play by Caitlin Douglas. Played ahead. Here's Emily Metz for Sanchez, but that's kicked out of danger again by Caitlin Douglas. Potsdam leads it 2-1. 3 goals scored in the opening half. And now we'll have a foul called against Canton, so we'll have a kick for the Bears. 12:23 to go here first half, 2-1 Potsdam. So it'll be in for Christina Sanchez. Time running down, 12:06 to go in the first half. Lenny puts it at the top of the box. It's deflected off of the shoulders of Douglas, and it will go over the end line. So Potsdam will have a corner kick. And we'll see who's going to take the kick for the Bears. So it's McKenna Crossan, number 14, is going to take the kick for Potsdam. Sent into the box, headed towards the net, but doesn't quite get there. Back and forth, Maeve Morrissey trying to get control. Karabak can't slow it down. Now Sanchez keeps it from getting too far away. Here's back to McKenna Crossan, centering cross there, headed off by a Rue, kicked back out of the box again, not that far away. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez turns it around, trying to find her way through a seam there. Sent, and they're going to call Karabak offsides, I believe. $10:20 to go in the first half, 2-1 Potsdam, and here's the kick by the Roos. So Metz battling with Morrissey for Canton. Now sent ahead Rydell, long ball ahead, and Savannah Bowie will scoop it up. So we're going to have a foul there called against the Roos. Chipped ahead, sent ahead by the Bears. That'll roll long, and I think it's going to go over the end line. It will. Actually, they're going to say it didn't. So finally, the Roos will kick it out of there. It'll be a throw-in for Potsdam, deep in the Canton end. 8:50 to go here first half. 2-1 Potsdam. Goal scorers for the Bears, McKeever and Emmy. And Rydell has the goal for Canton. Played in, back to the sideline. Played back to Metz. Metz puts it on goal. That's Hayes gets a piece but can't control it, and the rebound is driven home there. I believe that is McKenna Crossan, number 14. So we'll check on the goal scorer. So officially, the goal there, number 14, McKenna Crossan, with the assist to number 9, Emily Metz. Samantha Hayes, the Roos goal keeper made the first save but didn't get all of it. The ball was loose. Canton couldn't clear it, and it was driven home by McKenna Crossan after she stepped around a defender. Played back into Bears territory. Dentel to Metz. Metz with a long ball in the corner. Again, trying to spring Crossan. And she gets it, has to work her way around. There's a long shot by Sanchez. It was going to go wide, but charging out to get control was Samantha Hayes. So Karabak plays it forward. Here's Emmy, the goal scorer, one of the goal scorers for Potsdam. Karabak collides with a Rue, and they're going to call her for the foul. It was just, that appeared to be incidental contact, but it'll be a turnover. To the near side, Lenny with it now. Back to Metz. And she collides there with number 10, Rachel Merica, and it'll be a foul called on Metz. Canton will have the kick. 6:26 to go in the first half. 3-1 Potsdam. Ruse will boot it long. Knocked down by Sullivan, can't control it. Played ahead, Karabak again, and gets a little bit away from her. And there's an offsides. There's Rydell was back behind the defense when she touched the ball. Morrissey can't control it. Sanchez to Lenny on the near side. Here is McKenna Crossan. Back to Karabak. Battling with Sullivan. Back to Crossan. To the far side, Maeve Morrissey there for Potsdam. Trying to turn the corner. Gets across there. Still loose in front. Finally kicked back out by Canton. And I believe it's Kelsey Pinkerton, I believe, on the far side. That'll go out of play. Sent in for Karabak. Morrissey. Cross there, broken up by Canton again. 4:56 to go in the first half. Up the sideline, here's Sullivan for Canton. I believe that is number 15, Almodovar. That's played ahead, and it'll bounce into the hands of Savannah Bowie. Again, the Bears, this is their third contest of the year. Potsdam lost to St. Lawrence University 3-1 last Wednesday. They defeated SUNY Poly 11-1 on Saturday, and again find themselves up here 3-1. Here's a chance for Potsdam. Far side. Cross there. Still loose in front. Potsdam takes a shot. That goes wide. That was Emmy again. Emmy scored the second goal of the game by the Bears. Goal kick for the Kangaroos. Headed up in the air there by Taryn Morrissey for Canton. Karabak fights for the ball, gets to McKenna Crossan. Played ahead, but too far. Almost broke Emmy loose, but the ball goes all the way back to Hayes. And a long kick towards midfield. Taryn Morrissey can't control it. Shayna Lenny gets it back. Plays it to Dentel, and she can't keep it from going out. So 3:25 to go, and we'll have a throw-in for Canton. And that's going to be McKenna Bourgeois. Headed up in the air by Sanchez. Bourgeois gets it back to Sanchez. Now played ahead for Emmy. And here's Emily Metz for Potsdam. Plays it ahead. That goes again through everybody. Good idea. Maggie Crossan was cutting towards the net, but it skipped past and goes all the way to Hayes. 2:50 to go here first half. 3-1 Potsdam. And that's played by Maeve Morrissey. Goes off her out of play. Throwing for Canton. The Roos send it in. And it'll go right back out this time. It'll still be a Canton throw-in. Far side in front of the Potsdam bench.
Throwing in.
So another throw-in for the Bears with exactly 2 minutes to go. Potsdam moves it across midfield, far side. Up looking for Emmy again. And a collision there. Canton turns it around. Here's Morrissey, Maeve Morrissey into the corner, and they're going to call Emmy offsides with 1:30 to go in the first half. Canton will move it back into position. Actually, it was a foul, so we have a kick here for the Kangaroos with 1:08 to go in the half. Morrissey knocks it down. Nobody really in control yet, and we will have a foul here called against the Kangaroos. And that's going against Kelsey Pinkerton. And that'll be kicked right back out of play by Canton. 47 seconds to go here in the first half. 3-1 Potsdam. Along the sidelines. And Grace Fitzgerald with the ball now for Potsdam. Sends it to Lenny. And it will skip past here going to McKenna Crossan. She cuts back towards. Here's a centering cross to Maggie Crossan. She got a foot on it. Couldn't control it. Goes back to Hayes, who will pick it up for Canton. 11 seconds to go in the half.
9, 8.
Long kick towards midfield. Taryn Morrissey waiting for it for the Roos.
2, 1.
And that'll do it for the first half. So again, these goal scores real quick for Potsdam. Layla McKeever had the first one. Sarah Emmy had the second one. And McKenna Crossan had the third one. The goal for the Canton Kangaroos, number 16, Sarah Rydell, with an assist from number 6, Desiree Ford. With that, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the second half play-by-play. as we get set for the second half here, I'll take you through some statistics. The Bears outshot Canton 13-3 in the first half. Again, the goal scorers, Layla McKeever scored at 16:29 with the assist from Mackenzie Bowie. Sarah Rydell made the most of a turnover by Potsdam with an assist from Desiree Ford to tie the game 31 seconds later at 17 minutes even. At 30-32, Sarah Emmy scored with an assist from Maeve Morrissey. And at 36-46, McKenna Crossan put the Bears up 3-1 with an assist from Emily Metz. The corner kicks in the half, Potsdam had 6 to the Kangaroos nothing. The fouls were 5-3 in favor of Canton, and the saves, Samantha Hayes had 3 for Canton, and Savannah Bowie had 1 for Potsdam. And we'll be back with the start of the second half in a couple seconds here. So we're underway here in the second half. Potsdam leading 3-1, looking for the second straight win. Canton looking for their first win of the season. And the Bears will muscle the ball down towards the end line here. Cross in front, and that is deflected wide. I believe that was McKenna Crossan. Check the number. It is Maggie Crossan, number 17, who had a shot and a save made there by Samantha Hayes. And so Potsdam should have a corner kick, and they will to start the second half. So the corner kick, loose ball in front. Here's a shot and a save made. That was, I believe, Emily Metz, number 9, and a save made by Hayes. Yep, we'll check on that shot here in a second. So Potsdam will try to keep the ball, keep the pressure on, and Canton will finally clear it. Here's Ford for the Ruse. Long pass ahead. That's broken up by the Potsdam defense. Picked up there by Flynn, and that's played along the sidelines. And that'll go out of play. Burns knocks it over the sideline. Thrown in by Canton. And that'll be kicked downfield by Potsdam. Heading it off is Caitlin Douglas. And that goes off of a Bear. Now Emmy plays it forward. Here's Maggie Crossan. And that'll go over the sideline, and it'll be a Canton throw-in. Kind of muscled out there by Isabella Almodovar. So Canton sends it in. And it is picked up there by Hannah Reed. Now taken away here, the Bears again. Maggie Crossan takes it down into the corner. And that was Robbins played it towards net, but Canton clears it. Back towards Canton, headed towards midfield. Here's Rydell, the goal scorer for Canton. Played up long, hustling after is Maeve Morrissey. She'll play it back to Dentel. Dentel waiting for it. She'll send it back to her goalkeeper, Savannah Bowie. And the Bears will look to clear the zone. Canton kicks it back ahead. Ford and one of the Bears in a foot race. And that's played up for Fitzgerald and out of play. So it'll be Potsdam throwing in front of the Kangaroos bench. 3-1 Potsdam here. 41:06 to go in the second half. Bears looking to improve to 2-1 on the season. And that goes off of a Potsdam player to be a throw-in for Canton. And that'll be kicked out of play. Another throw-in coming up for the Kangaroos. Flynn will kick that long. Nobody there, but Potsdam defenders now headed down, not cleared. So Bowie will have the goal kick for the Bears. Just plays it off. Here's Dentel. Up the sideline. Played over for Fitzgerald now for Potsdam. To Morrissey on the near side for the Bears. She'll move it upfield across midfield. Reed with her, plays the ball long. Nobody there though, but Kangaroos, Paige Gotch will get there. And she'll kick it out of play. Potsdam with a throw in deep in Canton territory. Maeve Morrissey will get it in for Potsdam, looking for some help. No white jerseys around her. Now they get in position. And here's Robbins fighting for it in the corner, trying to keep it in. And that'll be kicked out of play by the Kangaroos. 38:48 to go here, second half, 3-1 Potsdam. Morrissey sends it back. Metz tries to control it, and it'll go over the end line, throw in for Canton. Again, the Bears coming off of 3 straight SUNYAC playoff berths. They were the 4th seed. Let's see. I think they were the 4th seed in 2017. They were the 3rd seed in 2018, and they were the 6th seed in 2019. Potsdam in 2018. Here comes Robbins. Again, she'll try to get there, turn the corner, keeps it in play for now. Steps around a Rue there, centering cross, and hustling out after it is Sanchez, I believe. Not to go to the corner, waiting for it is Morrissey. And that'll go over the end line. Is that going to be a corner kick for the Bears? It appears that it will be. So Potsdam with a bunch of all SUNYAC athletes, including Lexi Dean and Brooke Falchion, Potsdam's first program All-American, but Maeve Morrissey is the lone All-SUNYAC player back this year. Lexi Dean graduated last year. Here's a chance. McKenna Crossan takes a shot. That's blocked. Cutting in to a crowd there. Everybody's knocked down. Ball still being kicked around in the middle of a pile, and Emily Metz kicks one wide for the Bears. So Morrissey, very experienced, a very good defender for Potsdam. Again, and I mentioned she does get her points as well on offense. So Potsdam lucky to have an experienced defender back. It's kicked up the field. Here come the Bears again. Cross into the box, fighting through. Potsdam still has it. There's a shot and a save. I believe that was Fitzgerald, number 22. And here come the Roos back in the other direction. Robbins plays it back to her defense. I was incorrect on that last shot. It was actually number 20, Emmy. So now we have a foul here against the Bears. Number 18 was fouled for Canton. Trying to get the number of the Bear who fouled her. That was number 22, Grace Fitzgerald. So I have a kick here for Canton. So Coons takes the kick for Canton into the box, headed right back out by Potsdam. Flynn is there. And Gotch will send a long kick, and that goes over the net. So Paige Gotch with a long boot there, but sailed about 2 or 3 feet over the crossbar, and Potsdam will have a goal kick. 35:09 to go here in the second half. 3-1 Bears. Sent to the near side. Morrissey gets it for Potsdam. Gets around Reed, but can't control it. It'll be a throw-in for Canton. Gotch will send it in for the Kangaroos. Headed up in the air by Morrissey, and now Reed will kick it high. Rydell can't control it. Kick back the other direction by Potsdam, and that'll go out of play. Nobody near it. McKenna, Crossan, and Gotch, the closest players for each team. So that's sent in. Morrissey steps around one Kangaroo. Played ahead for Emmy, and that's kicked away. Metz with it now for the Bears. Sent to the far side, looking for Lenny. And we'll have a throw-in for Canton. And looks like handball there against Canton. So they will have a kick coming up. Potsdam will. Now a substitution for the Bears. I believe that's Sanchez back in for Potsdam, taking Fitzgerald's spot. Here's Crossan on the far side. Puts a cross in front, and now that's kicked out of there by Almodovar. Back the other way comes Canton. Morrissey sends the ball ahead, but it gets well in front of everybody, including Emmy, the nearest Bear, and back into the hands of Hayes, and she'll kick it across midfield. Kinley Burns sends it to the far side. That'll go out of play. 32:56 to go here in the second half. And we've got a whistle here. I'm not sure what that's for. Now Canton will throw it in. And taken away by Potsdam. Sent up the sidelines. It'll be a foot race to it, and that's, I believe, Maggie Crossan on the far side. And there'll be a Foul there, I believe. This will be offsides against Potsdam. 32-17 to go. Long kick down there. Dentel waiting for Potsdam. Up for Robbins. Robbins takes control to the far side. I believe that's Lenny. I think that's McKenna crossing. Numbers are very hard to see from up here at night. That'll roll in on Hayes, and she'll pick it up. Another long boot across midfield. Robbins waiting for it. Doesn't get control, though. Canton will take it. Here's Flynn. Flynn plays it ahead, looking for Ford. That skips off of Dentel, but it'll roll all the way back to Bowie. Lenny plays it for Robbins. That goes past her, and Canton gets it right back. Here come the Roos. That's Nealon, excuse me. Here's a chance. There's a long shot by Nealon off the crossbar, and then I think Bowie had some saves. Had a piece of it. And then there was a collision off that. So Savannah Bowie looking to kick it downfield. Stopped by Flynn for Canton, headed forward to Nealon. Nealon and Metz battle for it. Metz comes away with it. And that's sent to Sanchez, far side looking for Lenny. Lenny across midfield for Potsdam, up the sideline looking for Crossan. Sanchez back to Robbins, back to Sanchez, long ball ahead. Here's a chance. And Emmy just missed her second goal of the game as a nice defensive play by the Kangaroos. And we'll check on that. I believe that was Gotch who hustled back there and prevented a goal. So we are going to have a corner kick for Potsdam. So Mackenzie Bowie in with a chance for the Bears to extend their lead. Looks like Christina Sanchez in the corner. There's somebody else with her. No, and it won't be actually Sanchez restarted it quickly. Here's Sanchez. Now that's knocked away. Back for Lenny. She puts a cross in front, and that goes wide. 29:30 to go here in the second half. Headed up in the air. The Kangaroos move it forward. Nealon and Metz. Metz will kick it out of play, and we'll have a Canton throw in. That'll go out of play. Potsdam throw in now. 28:46 to go. And I have a handball against Canton. Bears restart it. Sent upfield. Flynn waiting for it. Plays it ahead. Now Dentel back across midfield. Coons again. And so Sanchez, actually that is not Sanchez, trying to break free, maybe Metz on the far side. Crossing with it. Cross there. And finally kicked out of there by Almodovar. Potsdam will have a throw in. 28:03 to go. There's a long boot, and that goes well over the net. So a shot there by the Bears, high. Trying to get the number on that one.
Right here. No, right on the line right here.
Mackenzie Bowie heads it back towards the Canton net. Here's Gotch battling with Maggie Crossan. Here is Maeve Morrissey for the Bears, looking for some help. Plays it for Bowie, and now a high kick on goal. Hayes will pull that out of the air. Back into the Bears' end. Sanchez chips it forward. McKenna Crossan across midfield. Here's Emily Metz. Maeve Morrissey again for the Bears. Gotch in front of her. Morrissey trying to work her way around. She'll turn the corner, put a cross in front, and Flynn will clear it out of there. Up for Rydell. That kind of jumped up on her, hit her in the hand, so handball against Canton. So it was number 16, Rydell, had the handball. Robbins plays it to the far side. Here's Lenny for Potsdam. She takes a long shot, and a save made there by Hayes. And that's booted back towards midfield. Canton back across midfield. Rydell knocks it forward. Burns misses it. Here's Rydell again. Rydell has the goal for Canton so far. And a save made, not clear. And finally broken up by Maeve Morrissey. So Rydell almost had her second goal of the game on another turnover. Flynn. And we will have a foul there against Potsdam. I believe Flynn, number 27, was fouled by Maggie Crossan, number 17. 25-12 to go. That's shipped towards the box. Skips by everybody in on Bowie, and she'll pick it up. Knocked down by Canton, not controlled. Cross midfield for Bowie. Here's McKenna Crossan. She gets tangled up there with a kangaroo, and they're going to call Canton with a foul. And that's number 11, Douglas, who fouled Crossan. So the Bears will have a kick to the left side of the box. 24-24 to go in this one. 3-1 Potsdam. Bears looking to try to retain the Boyd Jones Cup. Headed up in the air by the Kangaroos. Not cleared too far. Here's Mackenzie Bowie again. Robbins sends it ahead, but it's picked up there by Hayes. That'll go all the way over the end line. We'll have a goal kick here for Canton. 23-23 left.
Four's going in.
Haley Von On into the game now for Potsdam, taking Emily Metz's spot. Here's Autumn Coons taking the goal kick for Canton. Back towards midfield. Headed up in the air there by Potsdam. Back and forth. Ford chasing after it. Stopped by Lenny. To the far side for Potsdam. Von On will throw it in for the Bears. So that's back towards midfield. Reed and Morrissey battle for it. Potsdam comes away. McKenna Crossan Sanchez plays it ahead, knocked back by Almodovar. Now on the far side, and that'll be offsides against Haley Von On. 22:16 to go. Canton will kick it away here. 21:58 left.
Yes.
And that's across midfield. Another throw in for Canton, and we have a substitution for the Kangaroos. Ford is out, and I believe that's Alexis Sullivan in for Canton. Sent in by the Roos. That goes right back out. This time it would be a Potsdam throw in. This one moving along at a good pace. 21 minutes left, and just an hour and a half into this one. The men's game on Sunday went double overtime, but had a lot of delays in it. Almost went 3 full hours. Maeve Morrissey can't control that one over the sideline. Gotch sends it in for Canton. Here's Reed. Reed bumping shoulders with Morrissey. Played ahead by Burns, and that goes over the sideline. And Potsdam will have a throw in. Morrissey to restart it. Ahead for Bowie. Actually, Gotch gets there first. Now Maggie crossing ahead for Bowie. Kicked away by Almodovar. Here is McKenna crossing for the Bears. Steps around one Canton Kangaroo. And now Sanchez sends it into the corner. That's Haley Von On. And that'll be kicked out of play by Douglas. So throw in for the Bears. Von On had her first career goal against St. Lawrence last Wednesday. And have a whistle here. Actually, they moved it too quickly before the Bears could get their sub in. I believe that's McKeever, number 19, back into the game for Potsdam. Looks like she's going to take Maggie Crossan's spot. Nope, that's not correct. Who went off?
19 for 16.
Okay, so it is Emma Robbins going off and Layla McKeever coming in. That's kicked out of play, so we'll have a corner kick for the Bears. Another quick restart. That is Mackenzie Bowie in the corner. Looks like she's going to take a more traditional kick. Puts it into the box. Loose in front, and that's headed in, I believe, by Maeve Morrissey. Number 5 with the assist from number 25. So Maeve Morrissey gets her first goal of the season, and Potsdam leads it 4-1. So Potsdam scores off of the corner kick to extend their lead.
Goal scored by number 5, Maeve Morrissey, from number 25, Mackenzie Bowie.
So Canton restarts it. That's back to Nealon, to Flynn, to Coons. Coons sends it ahead. Sanchez back the other way. Flynn gets it back for Canton. Sends it to the far side. Haley Von On is going to battle for it. Back to the middle of the field. Nealon plays it to Almodovar. Back to Nealon. Rydell plays it back. And that'll go out on the far side off the foot of Henning. Potsdam will have a throw in. 18-11 to go. Potsdam leads it 4-1. Starting to look like they will retain the Boyd Jones Cup. Again, they won a nail-biter two years ago, 1-0 at Canton on a McKenna Crossan last-second goal. Bears looking to improve to 10-0-1 in the Boyd Jones Cup. So here's Morrissey on the near side. Works her way around Reed. Cross there, broken up by Flynn. And that's ahead for Nealon. Nealon sends it to Reed on the sideline. Who's going to get there first? And it'll be Burns. Kinley Burns kicks it out of play for Potsdam. And it looks like we'll have a substitution for Canton. It's McKenna Bourgeois back into the game for the Kangaroos. 17-16 to go here. 4-1 Potsdam.
14-48. Thank you.
Thrown in by Gotch. And that'll be kicked out of play by Maggie Crossan. Mayella Rubin was in front of her, couldn't keep it in. Another throw-in for the Bears, Maeve Morrissey. 16:45 to go. Maggie Crossan battling with Rubin for it, and that'll be kicked out of play. Here's Gotch to send it back in for Canton. Burns knocks it down, and it looks like we'll have a handball there. So Potsdam will have another kick. Morrissey will take it. Restarts it quickly to McKeever. Back to Morrissey. And nice job there by Maeve Morrissey. Didn't get the cross off, but she earned another corner kick for the Bears. And the Bears scored on their last one. Here's Mackenzie Bowie. Looks like she's moving the corner to take it again, but Christina Sanchez is with her. No, Sanchez is going to take it. Kicks it in to Bowie. Bowie back to Sanchez. She puts a shot in there into the arms of Hayes. 15:35 to go. Potsdam up 4-1. Long boot ahead by Hayes. Rydell chasing after, but Dentel gets there first for Potsdam. Ahead for Maggie Crossan. Can't control it. Now back to the Bears defense. Shayna Lenny on the far side. Long boot ahead. Here's Haley Von On. But it will be Douglas getting control of the ball. And Flynn boots it forward. Taken away by Crossan. Back to Lenny. Up the sideline. Douglas waiting for it. Long boot there. That'll go out of play. So a throw in for Potsdam in their own end. 14:50 to go in this one. 4-1 Potsdam. Goal scorers again. Layla McKeever, Sarah Emmy, and McKenna Crossan for the Bears, along with Maeve Morrissey, scored in the second half here. And the goal scorer for Canton, Sarah Rydell. So throwing by Potsdam up the sideline. And that's going to go out of play. Be another throw-in for the Bears. Sent in. Not controlled, and Flynn, actually Bourgeois, I believe, will kick it out of there. Back come the Bears, though. Everybody stopped looking for a foul there, but there wasn't one called. Here's Nealon playing it forward. Now it's kicked back. Gotch, long boot ahead, hustling after it. Are a pair of players from each side. Picked up there by Bowie. That'll go out of play. Bourgeois kicks it back. Here's Dentel. Sends to the far side for Lenny. 12:58 to go. Cross midfield. Up the sidelines. Here's Von On. Using her speed to turn the corner. She's got some room now. Gets around one defender. Takes a shot. That goes wide. I'm not sure how she even got it that close from the angle she took it from. It'll be a goal kick for Canton. And the Kangaroos will kick it away here. 12:17 to go. Sanchez plays ahead. Here's McKeever on the side, and she takes a shot well wide of the net. Another goal kick for Canton. Under 12 to go now. Potsdam getting their offense going pretty well. Early in the season here, after losing 3-1 to St. Lawrence, scored 11 on Saturday, and they've got 4 today. Karabak plays ahead for Von On. Here's McKenna crossing. Ruse back in the other direction, now taken away again. Let me believe that's Maggie crossing, now kicked away by Douglas. Still loose in midfield, now McKenna crossing getting control. Sending it to Maeve Morrissey, she'll leave it for McKeever. And she kicks it past Morrissey. Douglas picks it up, actually it's Nealon. And now the Bears get it back. Bounced off a couple Bears, and there's a shoulder by Rydell, put in the back of Dentel, but no call there. Ruben can't control it. Maggie Crossan plays it back to her defense. Shayna Lenny on the far side. Alexis Sullivan in pursuit. 10:33 to go. That'll go all the way back to Hayes, and she'll pick it up. So it looks like Carrie Hance and Rebecca Coles getting ready to come in for Potsdam. That's back to Dentel on the far side over for Lenny. Sullivan in pursuit again. Back to Maggie Crossan. She sends it forward looking for Mackenzie Bowie. Plays it ahead. Here's Haley Von On. Good speed again. Von On back to Bowie at top of the box. Is she going to pass or shoot? That's broken up there by Gotch, and she'll kick it out of danger. Waiting for it. That skips over Burns' head. Dentel hanging back, though. Sends it to the near side for Morrissey. Gets by Ruben, but can't control it. And now Nealon plays it up the sideline and be taken away there. Morrissey gets it back. And we'll have a throw-in for Potsdam. And got it restarted quickly.
13.
So Hance and Coles in for the Bears. And it'll be McKeever throwing it in for Potsdam. Kept in by McKeever, trying to get around Gotch. And kicks it out of play, so Canton will throw it in. 8:45 to go, 4-1 Potsdam in for Ruben. McKeever takes it away. Bowie now fighting off a couple roos. Here's a chance, creating a little room. Bowie has it finally kicked off her foot there by Gotch. And Douglas will kick it to the far side. Hustling after it is Hance. Hance keeps it in play. Sends it ahead to Sanchez. Now kicked away by the roos again. Knocked downfield. Dentel will pick it up. Carry it back towards the Kangaroos' end. Leaves her for Hance. Back to Dentel. Now it'll go off of her and be picked up by Canton. Back to midfield. Waiting for it is Ruben across midfield. Coles moves it ahead. That's broken up. Ruben with it now. Morrissey kicks it away from her. Here's McKeever, and that'll go off of Gotch, and it'll be a throw-in for Potsdam. 7:47 to go. Sent in for McKeever. Back to Morrissey. To McKeever. Leaves her for Morrissey in the corner with a chance to do something here. Broken up nicely by Almodovar. Can she clear it? She cannot. But it will be a goal kick for Canton. 7:17 to go. And that'll be kicked straight out of play. Potsdam will throw it in with 6:54 to go. And running. Here's Morrissey in for McKeever. And it'll be kicked out by Douglas, actually Nealon. Morrissey in for Bowie. And that'll be kicked off of a kangaroo and over the end line. So we'll have a corner kick for Potsdam. Sanchez getting in position. Bowie there as well. Probably another short kick. Here's Bowie. Sanchez takes a shot. That goes into the side of the net. So wide there. 5:48 to go. Another goal kick for Canton. Here's a chance for the Bears. Von on the far side, trying to get around the Canton defense. Broken up, not quite cleared though. Back to Coles. Coles moving up towards the top of the box, cutting in here now. Here's a chance for Coles, and she's upended there. That'll go over the end line, and another corner kick for Potsdam. Good pressure by the Bears, keeping the ball down in the Canton end, not giving them a chance to fight their way out. Just under 5 minutes to go in this one now. 4-1 Potsdam. Again, looks like it'll be Sanchez and Bowie. And started to Bowie to Sanchez. Bowie takes a long shot on a hop, scooped up by Hayes. 4:40 to go. Hayes boots it downfield. Waiting for it. Cole's battling with Nealon at midfield now. I believe that's Hance on the far side. Her pass goes all the way to Gotch, and she'll send it long. And that goes off of a Bear, and it'll go to the far side. McKeever steps around Gotch. Back to Coles. Ahead for Bowie. Bowie trying to split the defense here. And Douglas slows her down. Bowie's still with it, though. Good footwork there by Bowie. Is she going to get it away? She does. That goes well high of the net, though, with 3:38 remaining. Another goal kick here for Canton. Ruse will kick it again. Stop by Coles. I believe Rydell fighting for it there, along with Sanchez. Flynn has it taken away. Coles, kick to the far side, picked up by Gott. She plays it forward for Rubin. All the way back to Burns, though. Actually, that's not Burns. It is Burns. Kicked out of play. So the Bears will have a throw-in with 2:40 to go. Another throw-in for Potsdam. The Bears, coming into the game, were 13-0-1 all-time against Canton. Looks like they'll improve to 14. They have won 7 in a row after a scoreless tie in 2012. Sent to the far side, Coles, or that's Hance actually, now broken up by Flynn. And Coles will be called for the foul there. A kick coming up for Canton. .140 left. Canton setting up the kick. Sent back towards midfield. Gotch is there. Moves it forward. Sends it forward softly. Here's a chance for Canton. And Hance will break that up. Here's Von on the far side. Now Canton kicks it back towards the net. Burns waiting for it. Actually, it's Dentel. Here's a chance for Canton. Rydell will be bumped off the play, but it'll result in the first corner kick, I believe, of the evening for Canton. 50 seconds to go. Canton trying to get one here in the final minute. Sent to the top of the box. That's headed wide. Actually doesn't go on goal at all. To the far side, Gotch kicks that off a Bear. To the top of the box again. And that'll be played back. Flynn will have to track it down, play it back to Almodovar. Here's Douglas. She steps by a Bear, plays it ahead, picked up by Hance, kicked away from Hance, and Dentel will step in, play it forward. It'll be kept in by the Bears. 15 seconds to go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
All the way back to Hayes. She'll kick it towards midfield, and that will do it. The Bears win the Boyd Jones Cup again, 4-1. Goals from McKeever, Rydell, Crossan, and Morrissey. And they improved to 10-0-1 in Boyd Jones Cup play. They are 14-0-1 all-time against Canton. Thank you for joining us. We have men's soccer tomorrow night at 6 o'clock and women's volleyball at 7. And you can watch either of those here on PotsdamBears.com. Thanks for joining us tonight.